Hello, everyone. I'm Chuang. Today, let's color the Sinopliosaurus. When coloring Sinopliosaurus, we can imagine what modern amphibians look like, such as crocodiles. It had crocodile-like patterns that are commonly seen on river animals. As it did not stay in the water for a long time, we can color its body red, more like a terrestrial carnivorous dinosaur. It might often lie on the shore and rest, camouflaging itself with these patterns. We can imagine it like that. This type of dinosaur often had a horn on its face, so this structure might be used for animal identification or display, and we paint the crest with bright colors. Use a color that contrasts with red on the face, such as green, to highlight its head. Now, let's color it. First, use light yellow to color the lighter parts of its body, including its face here. The part around the eye, and its lower jaw. But try to avoid the teeth. The lower part of its neck. And this area on the side of its body, which we draw it larger, and the inner side of the forearm. We color this area yellow. Then the legs. Generally speaking, the back of the thighs was relatively soft, and we circle this area of the shank. Then its rump. And color those areas under its tail. The other side of the shank. After finishing, we color the relatively hard parts of its body, such as its mouth gray. On the top of the mouth, we color all the way to its lacrimal horn, and the part atop its eye. And then its lower jaw. Next, we come to its hands to color its fingers gray. And then its feet, leaving the nails blank. Next, we color its crest and the spikes with a brighter yellow. Due to the large size of these spikes, we couldn't color them as a whole, but fill them one by one. After coloring the spikes, we color this blank area light brown. Then color the edge of the mouth. We fill these areas one by one. The face, and then the neck. The boundary between it and yellow on the neck, we can directly color onto the yellow area. That is why we made the yellow area a bit larger at the beginning. The neck. Then the arm. We color these small areas first. The shank. The back of the other arm. And the other leg. Finally, we avoid the spikes on its body and the top of the tail, which we'll color little by little after finishing other places. Then the rear of the tail. In the end, we use dark brown to draw some patterns. We start from its head to draw them like the tiger stripes, and we also draw some thinner ones. Along its dorsal side, we draw some dark patterns, like this. When coming to the legs, we draw the patterns horizontally. And for the ones on the tail, we draw them gradually elongated. When close to the rear of the tail, we draw them going around like this, and then the patterns become thicker and gradually sparser. After that, we add some details to the patterns. Some can be connected in front, and some small patterns can be added here. Good, like this, we've finished coloring this Sinopliosaurus.